everybody, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we are talking about the word overachiever. So I have a little rant I want to talk to you about in case your child is an A student like I was or wants to be, and just to talk to you about the word overachiever, why I hate it so much, and why it is not a bad thing. So if you've got some opinions about overachiever, good or bad, agree, disagree, make sure you tap that like or hut button for me just to let me know you're there and you do have an opinion, so that way we can decide, okay, were we in line with each other or not later in the video. So to start this off, I want to tell you that I was valedictorian in my high school class. It was a dream I'd had for many, many years. Actually, 4th grade was when I decided this. So I knew having perfect grades was what was really important to me, and it's what guided every decision I made for the rest of my school career. And when I went into college, I also wanted to have straight A's. So a lot harder in college, but that's beside the point. So before I jump into the first part of my rant, I want to welcome all of you who are watching on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure you're followers on Facebook and subscribers on YouTube so you know the next time I go live. Because the whole point of my business, and the reason I'm called Ace Cookie Tutoring, is to help students who want to ace their classes, okay? So that's the first step, the first part of this video, is to tell you that there's nothing wrong for wanting those great grades, okay? Whenever people called me an overachiever, it was never said in a positive way. It always felt like I was doing something wrong for wanting great grades, for wanting those straight A's. Now, it took me a while to realize that 100% was not a requirement for those A's, okay? So I wanted to be valedictorian. I knew there might be people with A's as well, and that it would eventually get to the point where that 3.9 versus that 4.0 versus that 4.1, whatever, depending on the weighted system at the school I was going to be at, was going to make a big difference in my dreams of giving my valedictorian speech. So do know there is nothing wrong with wanting to be valedictorian. There is nothing wrong with having the greatest grades possible. Now, I know some people want to be valedictorian, they want to have grades that get them in the top 10% of the class, and unfortunately, you're struggling, you know, where your child is. I know that too. So, I have a Facebook group that's called Students Aiming for A's, and it is dedicated to the students, to the parents and students who want their kids to have the best scores, best grades possible, as well as for all students who are like me and don't want to be punished for being called overachievers. So head on over to that group. You'll see the link in the description. It's called Students Aiming for A's. The link is facebook.com/groups/A's for students. So that's the first part of my rant, is I just want you to know there's nothing wrong for wanting A's. Now the second part here, I get really, really confused with my tutoring students because I specialize in ACT prep, middle school math, and essay writing, but I cover a lot more than that when I tutor 3rd graders through adults in grad school. But I get tired of students who don't want those A's. Like, I get kind of confused. My thought always was, if you're going to go to school, you're going to learn the most you possibly can, you're going to get the best grades possible. Well, it took me a little while to realize that not all students want that. And so if your child does want those great grades, do know I will be there to fully support him or her, or you, your mom or dad, if you're in school yourself or working towards your GED or some other certification test. But do know that I always thought all students want to get A's, and so I was like, okay, I'm not overachieving, I'm just achieving in the way that I want and achieving the way that I assume everyone else wants. So that was kind of a wake-up call. So that is kind of the second part of my rant, is just to let you know that overachievers, to me, if you're achieving, that means you're succeeding, whether that means you're learning something new, you're overcoming an obstacle that you thought was going to be there forever, or it could also mean you're getting those straight A's, those amazing grades that you've worked so hard to get. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Just wanted to let you know, I don't like the word overachiever. I did never like being called that because it never meant something positive. To me, I was achieving, I was doing what was expected of me, what I expected of myself, and that was an overachievement because I thought everyone wanted the same thing. So, if you feel that way, if you want to be in a place where getting A's is the norm, if you want to be a place where you want to be in a community where it's not wrong, not weird to get straight A's, then join my Facebook group called Students Aiming for Ace. So would love to have you in the group. Click the link in the description so you can join our community of like-minded straight A students and parents. Thanks so much.